Welcome to our presentation 3. We are going to test the performance of two cans of tomato sauces. This is Team 2A. First, we divided the presentation into 5 parts. In the first part, we will give a brief explanation of the experiment. In the second part, the third and the first part of the flow rate, viscosity, and yield stress of the test. Finally gives a list of references and group information. In this experiment, our main research object is Heinz ketchup. In order to test the flow characteristics of Heinz ketchup, we bought another brand of ketchup fountain as a reference. Based on the volume flow rate, viscosity, and yield stress is to determine whether Heinz ketchup compared with other brand products have an advantage.
Firstly, we measured the volume velocity of the two ketchup, and then we applied the same amount of force to the two ketchup, which was about 6 Newton, forcing the ketchup out of the bottle. When the squeeze was about 10 milliliters, it stopped, and in the Heinz test, it took about 20 seconds. We can observe the intermittent massive outflow of Heinz ketchup.
Okay, start.
For fountain tomato sauce, it was observed to flow out in a continuous linear pattern for about 10 seconds.
Stop.
These two pictures are the total volume of the different brands of tomato sauce squeezed out, which is about 10 milliliters each. The flow rate is equal to the total volume divided by time. The final calculation shows that the flow rate of Heinz tomato sauce is about 0.5 milliliters per second, and the flow rate of fountain tomato sauce is about 1 milliliters per second. According to this experiment, under the condition of applying the same force, the flow rate of Heinz ketchup was only half that of fountain. We concluded that this was because Heinz ketchup contained more pectin tomatoes and less water. It is assumed that Heinz ketchup is more viscous than fountains. In our next experiment, we will test the viscosity of tomato paste to prove our hypothesis.
In the viscosity test, we prepare 2 pieces of bread of the same size and 2 spoons of the same size. By squeezing an equal amount of tomato sauce into the bottom left corner of the bread, we have measured that the length of the bread is about 9.7 centimeters. H for Heinz ketchup and A for fountain ketchup. We flatten the tomato paste along the edge of the bread at the same rate. 3 mm thin on bread H and 1 mm thin on bread F. Since the force to pick up the egg is about 0.5 Newton, we guess that 0.5 Newton was used to flatten the ketchup. According to relevant materials, shear rate stress equals to force divided the area. Shear rate equals to velocity divided the heat of tomato sauce. Viscosity equals to shear stress divided shear rate. The result is the viscosity of Heinz is 44.26 per second, and fountain is 14.76 per second. We can see the viscosity of Heinz is significantly higher than fountain brand.
In order to calculate yield stress, we use white paper to form a cylinder with the same diameter. Take tomato sauce of the same height and place the cylinder inside the cylinder. The cylinder is quickly removed and 2 brands of tomato sauce are spread on the table in the form of a round table, which proves the existence of yield stress. Now this is another experiment. And last, we use a ruler to measure the radius and height of the upper and lower surfaces to yield stress. The experimental results showed that the yield stress of Heinz ketchup was significantly higher than fountain. Therefore, it was speculated that the yield stress of Heinz ketchup was significantly higher than fountain. Yield stress equals to the gravity divided to the area of bottom. By referring to the literature, we can conclude that the density of Heinz ketchup is 1.29 kilograms per still, and that of fountain ketchup is 1.30 kilograms per still. Relevant data are submitted into the formula. Through calculation, it can be concluded that the yield stress of Heinz ketchup is equal to 111.72 pascal, while that of fountain ketchup is 46.73 pascal. We find that the yield stress is proportional to its height.
According to the experiment results, the quality of Heinz ketchup is better than other products in these three aspects. This is the reference we used in the presentation. Thank you for watching. This is our group member list.